Yeah, I think what I saw, like I had the same problem at one point. I looked up and instead of your twos and threes, instead of going side to side, they're kind of like backwards. So yeah, everything kind of looked like one.
Okay.
So I guess just one, two.
Have I ever told you your wrist is kind of high?
Your wrist is high.
Yeah.
And over. It felt like you were kind of like cringing away from us a little bit. It just came really far back and like over this way.
Okay, I need to extend.
It might be that might be.
Nathan says they tell you every day your wrist is high.
You never break the plane.
Well, you can't, right? I mean, where's the plane? Let's just play that game. Where's the plane? There, that's where you think the plane is?
Yeah.
Okay, put your left hand where the plane is. Now put your right hand where it was. How you gonna break the plane?
Right. I need to extend more.
Yeah, rub roll. Yeah. So, you know, the cobra means we can't break the plane. I thought you might tell me the plane was up here, and then you were gonna try to
Yeah, no, I
break the plane.
when I come back, I come up.
Yeah,
So I need to extend more.
right. You like this piece?
It's okay. It's not my favorite. It's a good piece.
I think he thinks he's supposed to say that. I hate this piece.
Fair enough. I mean, it has teaching moments in it, I think.
Yeah, like what?
Stay together. Vertical
Stay together, yeah.
It's not my favorite. I'll listen to it every day.
It's all right. If you like it, good. Somebody likes it around here. Got on this list. Let's stand it for a second. What does that mean? Seriously, without being jokey. It has teachable, you said teachable moments, has teachable stuff in it.
Yeah.
What is that? What's an example of that? Not necessarily in this, but anything.
What a teachable moment is. I think it's a musical element that needs to be learned by musicians so that when they encounter such elements later on in life, they know what it means, such as a toccata. Like, what does a toccata mean? What does it mean to play a toccata?
I like that. Does any piece not have those?
No, I think all pieces do, but it's...
Yeah. I'm not asking you trick questions or questions that I even know the answer to, because I've used the language that you're using, and I've heard lots of people use the language that you're using, and I'm just honestly a little bit confused. I think there are junk pieces of music out there, but you can't say there's nothing to teach. Do they have a scale in them? Do they have a rhythm in them? Do they have a key signature? You can teach them stuff. You know, maybe it's called Sinfonietta and Chorale and Canon number 22, Opus 9, and we can teach from the title. Got fancy words. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I'm trying to just let the whole room kind of think about that, because I've been thinking about it for a while. I don't have a real good answer. You know, I'm honestly interested and amused and sort of mystified by the whole concept of how 7 basic rhythms and 12 chromatic pitches turn out to be Child's Kind of Dreams and or toccata and chorale and toccata.
Yeah.
One of them makes me happy, one of them makes me sad. I don't know. And I have to be fair, Dr. Stamp's a friend. I mean, I like him a lot and I admire a lot of his music. I'm picking on this thing, I should be fair. I've never heard it played well, and I'm not talking about it here, I'm talking about ever. I keep hearing junior high bands trying to play this thing, and high school bands trying to play this thing. It always sounds like 3 cats fighting in a trash can.
I can't find a recording of it.
It doesn't exist. Yeah, see? Ugh. Hurts my face. So I think, you know, to a degree, I'm coming around the bend here to cut you some slack. This thing, I've just learned, I figured out in my career, I can conduct a really long piece that I like and never once think about my arm. Every once in a while I get asked to guest conduct someplace and they're doing some awful 3-minute piece. My shoulder actually starts to hurt when I'm conducting music I hate. Some kind of weird psychosomatic response. Weird. So you might have gotten up here because this thing is challenging, to use a specific term, I guess. Might be a nice piece underneath all this stuff, I don't know. Like you said, haven't heard yet. So let's see, do you get a little plan?
Yeah. Was something else?
Clean up like 8 measures for us or something, see if we can hear it?
Yeah, I was actually going to start at the 90.
I like the oboe solo. Right, David?
Okay, we're gonna start at 90, and if you play at between 90 and 104, come in when you're supposed to come in. Okay, we're gonna work on the fugue-like element of the staccato. See the big words. We're gonna take it a little bit slower this time, okay? So here we go. Okay, so make sure that when the trumpets start, listen to the way they start, because that's the exact way you have to come in, okay? You're building onto the group. You're not a separate entity. You need to make sure that you're playing with the ensemble, okay? So everybody start together at 90. Well, not everybody start together. We're going to start at 90. And then when you come in, try to match the group that's playing in front of you, okay? Full mellow tone, okay? So let's try to match as a group. Yeah?
What tone do you want us to use for this?
It's up to you as college level musicians to choose, because whatever the trumpets do is what you're going to do, okay? Match the trumpets. Trust the trumpets. It's scary, I know. It's tough.
Hey, are you breaking the plane yet?
No. Break more.
It's an issue, and tone is an issue. There's nothing you said that I disagree with, except that we play in the same notes, the same rhythms, at the same time, and the same measures yet.
Should be. Okay.
Are we?
No.
No.
Let's try that one more time.
So we can't really deal with that until we get this rhythmic stuff sorted. Right now, I'm still really struggling to play the rhythm in the right place.
Okay. Let's try tenor sax and baritone coming together. That's good. Let's have bassoon and tubas come in. Where do you come in?
What are the tendencies in terms of time and speed?
Kind of rush just a little bit.
Where?
The tied notes. So the 2 8 notes that are tied across the bar.
Actually, the opposite. Ba, 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 ba. The quick stuff, they're pushing just a little bit, and that's what everybody does.
Okay.
If the real tendency with bands is sustain things, we're actually going to drag a little bit. When it gets to the dark, moving stuff, we'll lean forward and move a little bit and rush. It's just about being excited or getting adrenaline or something like that. And that was evident in what they just did there too.
Okay.
Okay?
So as a group, I don't want to keep splitting it up because we know what the problem is now. Let's try to combat that and pay attention to both time and what everybody else is playing
So
together.
you know one of my favorite chicks is fronts only, right? Try this like that.
Okay. Just pop it.
Yeah, I try not to use that word inside.
Okay.
Okay? So fronts only, no sustain. There's lots of ways you can avoid that
Okay.
bop it thing that sounds like marching band and sounds like that game. It is a fun game, but you'll never get your junior high band back and start talking about that game. They're done for the day. They're gonna start back.
Friends only, here we go, 90.
Okay, training wheels. Is there a bass drum out there? Would you take the handle and just tap on the rim of the drum, nice and easy, not real loud, on the bass drum though, not on the snare. And give them a Dr. Beat. Do the same thing, but now they have a Dr. Beat. Better?
I think that was good.
Right, so if I was gonna do this thing, we'd do that for like a month before we put the sustain back in. We play this toccata literally for a long time like that. Because it also helps us to stop what's happening. The reason I was kidding about that cats in the trash can thing is because there's so many things going on at the same time that they're all trying to play louder than everybody around you so that they can hear themselves. And every time I've ever heard this piece, that's what happens too. You don't have to do that as much when you're playing the fronts only, if at all. It's kind of pointillistic that way. We won't have that temptation to try to have a contest of who can outlast each other. And then we put the sustains back in, we can play this more musically without that extra volume. All right? So the quick versions is that you can have then one instrument at a time put the sustains back in. You know, like everybody's fronts only except blues. Everybody's fronts only except low brass. Everybody's fronts only except trumpets. And so start to feel the texture of the pointillism and still keep the rhythm correct and the fronts together and fingers matching with an element of the sustain added before then you go to everybody. And you should make it better. We have a few minutes. Do you want to move on to something else or do you want to keep going with this?
Is there any way to just run it down again?
There is.
Can we run it down from the top?
It's up to your acoustic.
At the beginning, let's try to pay a little more attention to time. We sort of rushed this one up. That's the one that I found. That's actually the best one.
That's the only one I can find, so
Yeah.
I would go by
You
that.
heard it. You heard a Keystone, and you didn't think you heard any one that's any good. That's Stamp.
And
It's stamped.
Wow. Sean,
my personal opinion.
well, I'm offended because I love this music.
All I explained is thought that your production was a lot clearer, especially in the Staccato. Last time it was kind of hard to discuss that, but we were on.
that. I think your conducting would be a lot more effective if you get your head out of the score, because every time I look up, you're doing bigger things. But your left-hand cues are awesome, but I think there's more.
There's 972 time signatures in this thing. You gotta look at it.
I thought this from your experience, the first one, it was a lot easier to follow you. So whatever you did, since I don't know much about conducting, I can't really like give really good advice. But whatever you did that you could make it better, it's like following better. In the trail portion, you were really relaxed, and then when we got faster and farther on, your left hand was kind of straight and like farther out from your body. That's what this was, and I noticed like you're doing a lot of like blinking inside your mouth. Yeah, like that was going on a lot of your farther on.
I got angry a lot.
And she could see that.
Something I'm working.
You were conducting at like a fourth-system the whole time. I don't know if you meant to or not, but.
Because his tongue was killing him. All right, Reservoir Dogs, thank you.